Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today has been a very interesting day for the crypto markets. As you guys probably know, I've been watching it like crazy. Even though I've had a lot of meetings over the last couple of days, we've been watching the prices, alright? Because things are happening, and it's mostly seeable in Bitcoin, where Bitcoin basically broke out, as I've been explaining for a little while, and is pushing through. I really wouldn't be surprised, as I said before, if we see $100,000 somewhere throughout this year. But again, today we're going to be talking about some crypto prices, about our competition, Cardano. We have some, China update, Polygon, and Solana. Just a lot of cool stuff, so stick around. You will most likely enjoy it, guys, as again, we provide similar content almost every single day, so I think you guys will enjoy. All right, let's quickly start off with the crypto prices. I mean, Bitcoin, right? What's been going on? What's happening? Well, ever since we broke out here at about, let's say 48.6 thousand or so, we've basically been in a long position over on Bybit. The only problem is, guys, that we didn't really have too much money in this account. We put all our remaining money over in this trade, which was about 650 bucks at 15 times leverage. That was 0.2 Bitcoin, basically, aka $10,000 worth. Even though we're in 250% profit, which is rather nice, it's not that much money. This is only 1,600 bucks. Our XRP trade is in 300% profit, which is, again, about $3,000 right there. I guess that is a little bit of the better work. In terms of money, though, not really that cool, but it's just a percentage. 300+% is always very nice to see. But besides that, guys, by the way, little fun fact, I should actually have mentioned that at the start potentially here. The competition, the 50,000 XRP competition, has commenced. You guys have 7 more days to enter, but everybody who has already entered is eligible to start winning the actual money. So about 100 people are in, which means right now you have a 1 in 10 chance of winning. You can see here that the people at the top, and as it stands right now, these people are going to win, even though they might have actually traded nothing. And they're going to win, for example, 170 XRP for doing absolutely nothing. I am telling you guys, go make yourself an account. Again, your own opinion, right? You should do whatever you feel comfortable with. But I would say, go make an account, put 250 XP in it, and trade for $100 worth, because that way you might actually become high in the rankings. Let's say I entered, actually, guys. Let's say I entered myself and I put up this little trade right there, which got me in 300% profit. You guys already know. I would have been at the top here, and we would win 1,250 XRP. But again, guys, again, this number can be 10 times as high, depending on how many people we get. So make sure you join the competition, guys. A link is down below. And Bitcoin is basically setting the precedence for all of that, as I've told you guys before. Bitcoin broke out right there. We started buying like crazy, and it broke out of the major trend line. We even went a little bit deeper on our trade on the private Bybit account, as you guys most likely know about by now. And still we're in the long position. I told you guys a couple of times as well, go buy right now. For example, I think here, I told you guys I am buying here. That was about the plan, because that's, again, halfway throughout the confirming candle, which is this later green one. This is the confirming, the breakout candle, confirming candle. Halfway throughout the confirming candle is when we buy. At least that's what I always do. Now, a little bit later, you might have thought, oh man, things are going back down. No, this is a retest. You retest, you kind of bounce back upwards. You can see here, if you actually just bought some Bitcoin yesterday as an example, which I know is scary, but right now you could have already been in about 13% profit over the last 24 hours or so. And that's the crazy part about this stuff. That is the crazy part. Bitcoin in a bull run usually is the biggest star up until altcoins take over. I've been shouting this for such a good while here, guys, but I keep, agreeing with myself. Now, to kind of talk about XRP for just a little second, guys, I've been sharing this for a little while, but I believe that XRP is going to pick up the pace rather quickly here. Right now, you might think, oh, but yesterday we had a pump. Right now is nothing. Well, if you check back on the weekly, you'll notice we are ranging upwards. It's looking really, really juicy. 2 main scenarios. One, we're basically going to retest like we've done now, come back down and then break out. Or what seems most logical is basically if we're going to break out rather shortly here, as Bitcoin is having such a strong effect, basically. VeChain broke out. Matic, I believe, that I've shown you guys last time, broke out. A lot of the coins that we like, all these altcoins broke out. And that's because, as I've been sharing before, most coins followed the same pattern that was basically shown in the total altcoin market cap. And what it basically showed is that most coins were going really, really well from about the end of July to about the beginning of September. Then September was a really bad month for everything, and then it broke out towards the end of September, beginning of October, basically started doing well. Again, I told you guys, buy all coins at this area. Once we break out, we did, and we bought all coins, and again, I'm still holding it happily because things are still moving along the way, which we expected them to do. And so for almost all altcoins right now, I am extremely bullish. But let me come back 2 points. A lot of people don't understand this. They're like, why would you waste your money on XRP when there's a lot of other coins which do better potentially in the short term? And the easiest answer I have on that one is, guys, it's not all about the short term. I firmly believe that most people who have been watching these videos get a 100 times return on XRP. I'm not sure when it's going to do a 100 times from now, but most people who have bought that crypto can, I think, do a 100 times gains. Of course, it depends a little bit on when you bought the coin at first time. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying these daily crypto videos, make sure that you press that like button. It helps the video out a ton. But yeah, we don't really need analysis to kind of understand and grasp the severity of the situation. And of course, the idea that XRP's breakout could just be insane because it's going to be the first properly regulated crypto, first crypto, I guess, to win a lawsuit from the SEC. And a lot of people say, oh, it can't happen. I think it can. I firmly think it can. Now, I don't know when exactly, but I don't think it's going to take too long. And I guess that's also a good reason for why I'm so freaking excited about everything, guys. I'm so freaking hyped up. You guys don't even know. It's crazy, though. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. Then we got some other news here. We got Cardano. Cardano's Charles Hoskinson, betting big on Africa, announces upcoming tour to the continent. As part of his next project, the Cardano co-founder will start his Africa tour starting from Egypt. Through its new VC fund, Cardano is planning for $6 million in innovative blockchain projects in the country. After a small break for 2 weeks long in Wyoming, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson is back again with new updates for the community. And in his recent update on Twitter, Hoskinson said that he will soon begin with his tour to the African continent. And so I'm pretty excited about that. Why? Not because he's going to see the world, right? I mean, I don't really care for that too much. I care because Cardano has been making a lot of lives better over in Africa, which is always nice. But I think more importantly, the adoption can really spread quickly over there, specifically if they get some government level partnerships going on, which I'm not sure if it's going to be easy, but definitely feasible as they already have a couple. Yeah, that can set adoption in a really nice course, basically, because you can go really, really fast if you got a couple of them working nicely. You know, and well, a part of it has to do with the fact that a lot of those guys don't have identity, and we can kind of make a new identity system, decentralized manner. Pretty cool stuff, right? So that's the long and short of it, I guess. There's of course a way bigger story behind it, but you guys get the idea. Now, the ramifications of China's updated negative list. This to me was rather interesting. A copy of the South China Morning Post is displayed at a newsstand in Hong Kong. This is 2015, okay. Following its acquisition by the, I don't know why that's being shown right there. So Beijing is tightening the screws over more industries, including news, media, and cryptocurrency mining in a bid for further control of China's economy. Now, we can't actually, maybe I could have actually just put in my email and then easily read it through. I didn't know. I thought I had to pay for it, guys. I didn't see the free part. So I was like, I just want to bring up the topic and then move on. So what I wanted to say is that people often speculate and get sad, angry, whatever, about China's adoption. No, sorry, guys. About China's rules. Let me do 2 steps back, all right? The U.S. has confirmed they will not be banning crypto. The U.S. has confirmed that taxes might come and taxes might be annoying, but there won't be any, straight up ban for it. China is not going to be the only country doing it, but China's going to be the worst country doing it and the biggest country doing it. I mean, India, maybe they're going to try some stuff, but eventually they'll turn back around. It's mostly going to be China and stay with China, if you ask me. So what do I have to say with that? Well, whatever they update it to, it really can't be that bad. I mean, right now, China in McDonald's in China is trying to go for NFTs and launch it on there and kind of give them out. I think eventually, piece by piece, they might actually start opening it back up, as long as there's nothing that's really competing with the Chinese yuan out there. And that's because they just want to keep everything in a controlled manner. Again, guys, countries work in really different manners, and some countries just don't like the thought process behind Bitcoin. The US kind of does, even though they might look as if they don't, because they know if they ban it, there's going to be so much trouble in the country, it's going to be hard. Specifically as more and more of those up guys and the guys at the top, basically the regulators, are starting to enjoy it and like it and just kind of get the idea behind it. It's just 2 different types of the world. You guys hopefully get that by now. So I wouldn't really be afraid of any repercussions from China banning something anymore. They've done it so many times with Bitcoin. They've done it so many times with other technology. I mean, you can't use YouTube over there. You can't use Google over there like we do over here. Maybe you can with a VPN, but you guys get the idea. So yeah, I'm not really too worried about any of that stuff, nor do I ever care about any new update. You just got to always kind of hold yourself close to those updates because the price usually moves down because of it. Even though in real world it doesn't matter, the price still moves down because of it pretty often. So I usually, for that reason, stay quite up to date. Then Polygon's gas fee hike will have this impact on Matic's prices. Polygon is well known, particularly when it comes to DeFi. the network has been performing well as a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum and has continued improving on that front. So with millions of users on their hands, why is the Polygon development team coming up with an increased gas fee structure? And can it be toppled by some other chain? So if you ask me, it's usually actually a kind of a growth concept. When you're changing something about the fee, you usually know that it's because of adoption coming in. The only problem I guess we can see right now is that a fee in any way you go can also deter people because it's kind of scary. Now, the reason I think why they're making it such a big deal is because Polygon has just been so ridiculously popular and just growing like rapid, where any change to, I don't know how to explain it the best way. Basically, whatever fee structure you go for, usually it's for a proper reasoning. For example, the higher the fee, the less spam you have. And in terms of security, usually it's better too. Almost anything you can do for a higher fee is better, right? But Polygon was usually the big thing, or Matic, for the lower fee because it's a layer 2 for Ethereum, basically. And so people were done with the Ethereum fees and they go for something else. If the fee were to be the same, it wouldn't have any purpose. So it should always be lower. So the higher it goes, it's kind of contradictory to the purpose, but also better for what it does, basically. Point being, usually a fee hike, spike, whatever they do, it's usually a bullish thing. At least it can be seen as that way. Then Solana, because I also got a little bit of talk about Solana right there. I was going to put in the timestamps as well. Guys, I'm going to come back to the timestamps, right? Every time I have time, I put in the timestamps. Otherwise, sometimes I skip out on it. Otherwise, I would have to, do one video less a day, for example, to be actually able to do the timestamp. Now, Solana finds footing after sharp fall. Will upwards movement continue? So, indeed, Solana has been a really interesting coin. I mean, I've been checking it out for a little while, and Solana went down when most coins were going up. And you can see here, if you look at the charts right here, Solana has been kind of on a downwards course while most cryptos have been going upwards. But I think that's because of some over-enthusiasm that we saw a couple of weeks ago. And right now it's just kind of, again, finding its footing after such a huge pump and dump, basically, and so much interest and then outwards, not interest, I guess. And that's mostly after the platform went down for a little bit. People just be confused and don't know exactly where to value it at, because if it could go down, people are kind of scared. But then again, because it's so fast and just so good, people are like, no, we should stick with it and keep the movement going. I don't know, guys. I'm just holding Solana. I'm not really buying any. I'm not really selling any. Theoretically speaking, we could try and get ourselves a breakout as well. I mean, the chart is definitely looking like a juicy breakout could be about to happen. But things are just kind of, as I said before, evening out. Things are kind of coming to an endpoint here. And we can, theoretically speaking, go down a lot lower with a huge crash, or just kind of spike back upwards and kind of follow Bitcoin, or mostly just follow the other altcoins, as that's the most natural way for a crypto to kind of move. We shall see. I'm holding Cardano. I keep saying Cardano. I hold Solana pretty close in my vision, though, guys. I have a lot of Solana still. I'm not selling it, though, because I do believe the upside is here. Yet again, it's based mostly on the idea that people are now over Solana, kind of stopping for a little bit their process and everything because it went down. And it's basically coming to footing again, or to a baseline, and just kind of start building from here. Let's put it like that. All right, guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video later today. Thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you check out the Bybit competition. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you press the like button. Adios, amigos.